Well, hello everyone! Gremten here, it's Gremten Games, or as you can call me, Eric. This is the first season of us playing Dungeons & Dragons Let's Play. We're using a couple of really cool tools here, one of which is called Roll20, which allows us to use Google Hangouts to play. A bunch of us have been playing Dungeons & Dragons together for years. I know get to meet some of my friends and do this, and we're going to be doing this because we live all over the country. We're in fact have players from all 4 U.S. time zones. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. We're playing 2nd edition Dungeons & Dragons. I have a personal opinion that both 3rd and 4th edition aren't actually Dungeons & Dragons because they fundamentally change how the game works. They're good games, but they're not what I play. For this, we've actually bought a classic compilation that recently Wizards of the Coast released, and it's Against the Slave Lords. It's an A-Series classic adventure compilation. Really cool. It actually was originally used in Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 1st edition tournament. We'll have to make a few minor changes to make it work in 2nd, but nothing major at all. So you're going to be joining several of my really good friends, and we're going to have a whole lot of fun. As this series goes on, we're going to be posting up some of the resources we're using to get an idea of our campaign world and some of the players and characters inside. Have a good time. I know we're going to. Due to getting used to some of this new technology that we're using to do all this, we actually were not successful in recording our first session. So a little bit of the story so far, as you're jumping in, we're in the area around Dark Shelf. This group of adventurers was kind of gathered by one of the guys, Masaki, who was hired to gather a group of adventurers to figure out what's going on in this Dark Shelf quarry. There's been a series of kidnappings. They've been finding bodies outside of town, half-eaten. And there's a quarry ran by a dwarf named Vasily Irak, who's been generally surly and weird things are going on. We have the humans that work in the day, and then there's these mysterious dwarfs that come in at night. So the mission is simple. Find out what's going on, put a stop to the trouble, and the village overlord, I believe his name is Nestor, will pay them big bucks for having done so. This is the first adventure in this series about the slave lords, so the adventurers are going to be going in and figuring out what's going on. And their first run in, they've been poking around, and they went up to the guardhouse at night to see if they could figure out. Actually knocked on the front door. When they knocked on the front door, they were promptly attacked. After a retreat, they came back to the quarry the next day and asked for to talk to somebody. And when they talked to this gentleman, they asked him a little bit about what was going on, that they'd heard something about slaves. He said, he didn't know anything about it, and took them into the guardhouse to discuss it with them, where they were promptly ambushed. In this ambush, one of the adventurers, controlled by the dungeon master, named Caraway, who is a human cleric, was promptly taken out and beat up a little bit. So that's where they left off and where this adventure begins. A little bit of background, Caraway is also highly obnoxious, which is what I play. So that's where we're going to join our heroes. And let's get started playing some Dungeons & Dragons.
Am I drunk yet?
I want to see if I'm drunk yet.
Are there any girls that... If there are, I want to do them.
Oh, Dr. Demento. Anyway. Well, so here's your current situation. There's 3 of you. You are in the conference room deciding what to do. Where are you going?
You're at 4, I'm at 3. We're down a cleric. And
I'm guessing we should try to go back to town.
How are you going to get back in?
Yeah, we this might be our only opportunity. My wolf and I will defend each other, and my wolf knows that I'm more wounded than he is. So if I'm right behind him, he'll probably take point, as long as I stay right on his tail. I mean, not literally on his tail, but you know.
Yeah.
He's intelligent enough, he might even feel the need to redeem himself after the critical fumble and face planting into the wall during the last fight and not actually helping anything.
There's an awful lot of doorways in the hallway that we entered through.
Yeah, but there's only one other doorway here. We can check that out. Did you say it was unlocked, Eric?
Neither of these doors are locked, no.
Okay. as I asked about the door right at the end this last time, and couldn't remember what you said.
So that spell book we found, is that something I can like take a look at and see if I could learn something, or is it like a town thing?
The spellbook we found, you'd be able to tell what spells are in it, sure. So you said, who has the spellbook?
I think
Yeah,
the one that looted the desk. I've got the list of everything we found. I didn't actually, I don't know that we distributed anything. I mean, there's the rings and the figurines and the gold and the money and the.
Actually, yeah, that's true. I don't know if we actually distributed anything.
The only thing that really got distributed was the stuff that was on Glyphriel, which Chris took.
the sword and the chainmail.
Okay. And
If Valera is expressing interest in the spell book, then Muriel's going to say, let her look through it. Maybe there's something she can find something useful in there.
yeah. Okay. Well, let me get to the right page here real quick. Where is?
Yeah, I'll say, let her look through the spell book. She might find something useful. We can split the rest up back in town.
All right. The spell book contains the following spells. You probably should jot this down, Deb. It contains the spell Friends.
1 second.
There's no time like the present.
Friends?
Friends, Read Magic, Shield, Sleep, and Unseen Servant.
So that's Friends, Read Magic, Sleep, Shield, and Unseen Servant?
Correct.
All right. And do I have to like make a check to see if I actually learn them, or?
Well, you haven't tried to inscribe them in your spellbook yet.
Right. Okay.
And that's when you roll to try to learn.
Okay.
Well, if we're not going back to town, we have two options. We can go through the door in the conference room, or we can go back into the hallway and branch out a little bit.
Well, I say there's one door in here and a bunch of doors out there. Let's check this one door. Besides, if this is the conference room, that might be, where that elf chick kept valuable and important stuff and information about what's going on here.
So you guys are going to open this door and take a look?
I'm going to cautiously open the door as quietly as possible and peek in with Dagmar by my side.
Is there any apparent noise coming through the door? Like if I were to listen up against it?
No, you don't hear anything currently.
I'm assuming that if there's anybody right on the other side of the door, they would have heard the fighting and come in already.
That would have made logical sense.
Logical, yes.
But I'm at 3 hit points.
Okay, you peer through the door. You're going to see additional hallway.
Yay, hallway.
And
There's a lot of doors in this place.
so it goes down and connects back to the other hallway.
Yeah.
And there's nobody in the hallways. No sound of footsteps that I can hear or see.
No.
Well, where do you guys want to start?
I move out into the hallway.
Okay.
I have my bow knocked.
You think we should go to the one below us? Seems like that could be the entrance to a fairly large room. All these other ones off to the side in the hallway looks fairly small. Or it could just be many doors leading to one big room. Who knows?
I'm typically one that wants to start at the beginning and work my way through, but I don't know if that's such a good idea here.
Maybe here we should start at the end and work our way back. I vote for the door on the north side of this room.
Deeper into the bowels of El Diablo.
Okay, so we're going to do the north door or the west door?
Let's do the north door.
Let's do the north door. I'll also knock an arrow.
Okay, let me take a quick peek here.
I will be down here in the back with my arrow ready as well. That way I'm behind you, so when I critically fumble, I can shoot you in the back
Well, I've got chainmail on. That might help some.
of the head.
So who's opening the door?
I'm going to, again, quietly as possible, open the door with Dagnir by my side, and he's keyed up.
Okay. All right. Well, you open the door. At first glance, you don't appear to see anyone in here. Let me go ahead and reveal what you would see at this point.
The room extends beyond what we can see to the sides.
Yeah, because you're just peering through the door.
Okay.
You get more bold and you stick your head through, you'll see more.
Do I hear anything?
No.
I'm kind of curious about the other door now.
Just kidding. Close the door.
I think I will close the door and move over here and check this one. Quietly close the door.
Okay. All right. That is.
And quietly open the door.
Okay. Let me take a quick read. I don't have all this memorized. If you open this room and peer in, you're going to see. You don't hear anyone. You don't really see anyone in there either once you open it. Looks like a dining room of some sort.
I still vote for the north door.
I'm leaning that way as well because I'm not hungry.
Okay. You gonna close that door then?
Quietly close the door.
Okay.
And this.
Sometimes I can't tell whether he just rolls the dice to make us nervous or if he's actually going for something.
He's smirking.
I'm pretty sure he can roll private if he really wanted to. So
What's the fun in that? If I was really playing, you would know I rolled the die.
that's true. But we wouldn't know how big it was or what the result was.
That's what she said.
Touche.
I vote north.
Yeah, north.
I'm quietly close the door. Back to the north door. Quietly open it. And I'm going to motion Dagnir through and follow him.
Okay.
Just stepping barely inside the door and looking around.
All right. So you enter in. This is a fairly long and wide room, and it has 6 exits: 2 alcoves in the west wall, 2 in the east wall, and 2 doors in the south wall. A line of crates and barrels run along the chamber's center.
No, this is the pantry. What's that squiggly? I'm assuming that
That's a curtain.
and we hear nothing unusual.
You hear a little bit of noise to the northeast. Looks like light talking.
Basically behind the curtain.
Pay no attention to the noise coming from behind the curtain.
Those are stairwells to the.
Yeah, those are stairs to the west and east.
Do they go up or down or both or?
Up, I believe.
Both.
Hold on, let me look. Oh, they go up and down.
Okay. And so when we looked into the dining room, we saw a door in the north wall, and now there's a door in the south wall in the same spot in this room. Right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. It just leads back down to the dining hall.
I'm gonna point to the the curtain in the corner, my ear, and look questioningly at the other two, and make like a walking motion, like I'm walking towards it.
I'll give you a nod and start creeping somewhat in that direction.
So
I'll do the same.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna creep slowly up to the corner here as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna have my bow ready just in case.
And can I hear anything more?
Oh yeah, there's definitely people in there. Sounds like they're playing games. You hear just the sounds of people talking and rolling dice and generally gabbing.
Human voices, or can I discern that?
They're human voices. Yeah. Well, they're speaking human languages.
Don't have any. Well, my character might not recognize accents anymore. I'm inclined to let sleeping dogs lie. Can we see?
On one hand, yeah, but on the other hand, if we run into trouble, it'll be nice to know they're not a problem later on.
Can I?
Can we discern how many there are?
Yeah. Can I make a rough guess at how many?
You hear? Well, hold on, let me. What's your intelligence, Chris?
11.
Four to six.
So I'm gonna motion that I hear around 5, and
I would like to make my own check to verify.
Okay, actually, you can roll it, Dev. Roll an intelligence check for me. You think it's more like 8 or 9? But what's your intelligence is 16, right?
17.
Oh, well, 5 or 6.
All right. I agree that there's about 5 or 6 of them.
Think we can take them? Or you want to risk it? Or do we want to explore quieter portions of the place?
Does it sound like they're right behind the curtain, or does it sound like they're far enough away that we can whisper without being in danger of rousing?
It's a curtain.
I turn around at the hilt of my sword and point at the curtain.
Sure, why not?
More rolls.
All right.
Can I?
I'll be kind of like up against the wall with my bow ready for when the curtain opens up.
Okay.
Can I sort of peek through the curtain or off to the side where the curtain meets the door?
So you want to try to like peek through real quick?
Yeah.
Like without moving the curtain, just kind of eyeballing the crack?
Just kind of looking. Yeah, exactly.
Or does the curtain go all the way to the floor? Or is there like an inch or so of space? Or
It's all the way to the floor.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Devin, this is why you need to learn Fireball.
Right?
Did we just lose? Lose no.
No, that's
No.
I'm on my phone tonight, so it's going to drop out every once in a while.
Less video, but not audio.
Yeah, I'm logged in twice. Once for audio, once for video.
Every time you do that, it makes me jump. Like, literally, my whole map like moves.
Oh.
All right. So, which one are you? You're the one on the north, right, Nolan?
Yeah, he's the guy.
Okay.
Although with elves, it's hard to tell.
Indeed. So I'm going to give you a channel of vision about yay big. And I want you to roll a dexterity check.
Oh, that's not good. That's 15.
That can't be good. Okay, well, you make a slight noise in doing this, brushing yourself against the wall. What kind of armor are you wearing?
Studded.
That's going to make a noise. I got to roll some checks for these guards.
Are you guys not seeing my video?
I do now.
Yeah, I can see it now.
No.
All right. You hear one of the guards go, "Did you hear something?"